Alright guys, look at the next topic on business process management. It's a very simple definition. 9 points are there, right? Business process management has 9 points to talk about, and we describe the 9 points into, let's go with 3 into 3. So what is 3 into 3? 3 sets of 3 points each, right? We are going to discuss it as 3 sets of 3 points each. How are we going to discuss that? The definition of business process management talks about achievement of organization's objectives. Every organization will have some objectives, guys. Every organization will have some objectives. To achieve that objective, right, we need to do something. What we are going to do, we will see that. So basically, achievement, organization, objectives are some of the important things that you need to consider here, right? How? Through improvement, management and control. Through improvement, management and control of 3 important things: essential business process. Let me discuss all these points now very clearly, right? We're talking about achievement of organization's objectives through improvement, management, control of essential business processes. Now, when we're talking about this, what you need to understand is, we know these 3 terms. Achievement means what? Getting something done. Organization is what? The entity. Every entity will have some set of some set of points in their mind. We want to achieve that. What is that? Objectives. How to achieve these objectives are the important question that is pending here, right? What are we supposed to bother about? Business process. We already discussed in the previous class what are business process. What are process, guys? Process are sequence or a series of steps that sequence or series of steps, that's all. Sequence or a series of steps to convert inputs into outputs. That is what business process is all about, right? At the same time, what you need to understand is the term essential. Guys, for example, a manufacturing company is there who have a factory. A manufacturing company has a factory. In that, there is a watchman at the gate of the factory who is maintaining a visitor book. Whoever is coming in there, he is entering that and he is allowing them inside. So is there a process of controlled visitor entry? Yes or no? There is a process of controlled visitor entry. Now the important question that arises at this point is it a process that enhances the value of business? The process that I told you of allowing the visitors after entry, is it a process that allows or that enhances the value of business? Is it one of the process? Do you agree that? Yes. Is it something which is very much essential for that business? Without a security guard at the gate, business can't run or what? It can run. That is not the point there. What is the point there? The point is that it's a business process, but it may not be the crucial or the essential business process for you to achieve the objectives. Are you understanding what the point is? So guys, one thing that you need to understand is, not all processes are essential. I am getting back to my old question. Are processes compulsory? Are processes in the organization compulsory? Not required. Why? Because we can continue to run the organization even without processes. Are you understanding? That's the point here, right? So, essential means what? What is it? How does it work? This is something that we need to see in this context. We will discuss that, don't worry, right? How is it and what it matters to, right? So, achieving organization objectives through improvement, management and control of essential business process is something that one needs to consider. These 9 terms, right? Chalo, let's check out the definition and read all these 9 points, guys. Let's see how it works. Come to topic number 1.5, where we are talking about business process management. BPM may be defined as, underline, achievement of organization's objectives through improvement, management and control of essential business processes. Achievement organization, objectives. Let's see these three terms first, then we will talk about a process already existing, we have to improve that. A process already established, you have to manage that. A process is sometimes going wrong, taking corrective actions to control that. Improvement, management and control. Let's see guys. Achievement, first of all. Achievement is what? Something that is there in your mind is only a thought. Something that is there in your mind is only a thought. What happens in action is the reality. Are you understanding what is going on here? Right? Something that is in your mind is only a thought. But what happens is a reality. What is that reality that we need to see? Check that out. Realizing the strategic objectives is very important. Underline realizing. So what are put on paper are now being realized. Realizing the strategic objectives as outlined in the organization strategic plan. At the project level, it is about realizing the value or business benefits as outlined in the project's business case. Right? It is about realizing the value of business as outlined in the project business case. So achievement it is. Can you read the definition of what an organization is? Organization nothing but the entity or the enterprise. See there. Organization. The organization in this context refers to, underline, an enterprise. The organization in this context refers to an enterprise or parts of an enterprise. Perhaps a business unit that is discrete in its own right. It is the end-to-end business process. Associated with this part of the organization. This end-to-end focus will ensure, underline, a silo approach does not develop. What approach does not develop? Silo. Silo means isolated. Silo approach. Silo means isolated. A silo approach does not develop. Silo means isolated. So should there be an isolated approach or should there not be an isolated approach? There should not be an isolated approach. That is why a silo approach does not develop. That is why you have to follow processes. Are you understanding the point, guys? That's what it is all about, right? Then objectives. To any individual goals. Then talk about improvement. Guys, what do you mean by improvement? It is about making a business process, underline, more efficient and effective. Improve is to more efficient and effective, no problem. Then talk about management. Whose management? Yes, it refers to process and people, underline, process and people. It refers to process and people. Performance measurement and management. It is about organizing. It is about organizing all essential components and subcomponents for a process. By this we mean arranging people, their skills, motivation, performance measures, rewards, the process themselves and the structure and systems necessary to support a particular process. Necessary to what? Necessary to support a particular process. Control means what, guys? Control is about, when something goes wrong, taking corrective action. Right? There's somebody who's by name Deming, who is the father of a concept called TQM. Father of a concept called Total Quality Management. We'll be later dealing about this topic later in the chapter. Right? They implemented something called as a PDCA cycle. What is it? PDCA cycle, which also I will tell you later in the chapter in topic number 2. Plan, do, check and then act. Whenever something is going on, you have to check that whether it is going on correctly or not. Then you have to react to it. If it is going in a way which it is supposed to go, very good. If it is not going in that way, then you have to react to the situation and take some action. Otherwise, you are doing something which is wrong. Understood? So, control, underline, is all about managing end-to-end business process. Control is what? About managing our end-to-end business process and involves a full cycle of plan, do, check, act, which is called Deming circle. an essential component of control is to have ability to measure correctly. If we cannot measure something, when you don't know what it is, how will you manage it? If you cannot measure something, we cannot control or manage it. So what are the three activities that you are doing on process, guys? If they are already existing, enhancing them is called improvement. Trying to use the resources properly and gather them and help it out is called management. Taking corrective actions whenever necessary are called control. Which process will you control? Which process will you improve? Which process will you manage? You won't break your head in managing all business process. You are more bothered about only those which affect us directly. Can you please read the next point, guys? Essential means what? Can you read and tell me it is essential to whom? Or essential for what? Can you read that? Quickly, can you see there? Three definitions I want you to read. Essential, business and process you anyway know. So I want you to read all these three definitions very quickly. Come on fast. What is essential? What is business? And what is process? What do you mean by the word essential, guys? It goes by the dictionary language. That's it. Essential means what is useful to us. But not every process is useful, correct? Sometime back I gave you an example of what do we do at a gate, right? So it's not really important that something at the gate happens or not, right? Essential is what? Not every process in the organization contributes towards underline achievement of these strategic objectives. Only essential processes are the ones that do this. Then what is the business, guys? An implementation of BPM must have an impact on the business, underline, by delivering benefits. By what? By delivering benefits. It should focus on core business process, underline core. Core means what? Which are important to us. It should focus on core business process that are essential. It should focus on what? Core business process that are essential to our primary activity. Those processes that contribute towards achievement of strategic objectives of the organization, underline those which contribute to achievement of the objectives. What is the process, guys? We know what is the process. Underline all things that we do. Comprise of all things that we do to provide someone who cares with what they expect to receive. The life cycle of an end-to-end process. The life cycle of an end-to-end process is what? From underline original trigger for the process to its ultimate stakeholder satisfaction. The ultimate stakeholder satisfaction. So a process starts from where? A process starts from its origin, right? To what is the ultimate destination of this, guys? Stakeholder satisfaction. Till we achieve that, we are working on. All the steps that we do to understand the process till we achieve is called what? Business process management. Chalo guys, everybody tell me along with what is the definition of BPM? How many points are there? 9. We broke it into 3 parts of 3 each. 3 into 3. What are the first 3 points? Achieving organization's objectives. How? Through 3 activities. What are those 3 activities? Improvement and control. Improvement, management and control of business process. Are you understanding? That is what is all about business process management. Now there are 2 important topics that I would like to deal at this situation of business process management, which are called the principles of business process management and the practices to be followed for business process management. Right? Listen to the basic concept of principles and practices. We will then discuss how we are going to use them. Right? Start reading something about the introduction that is given to BPM, practices and principles. The primary objective of BPM. What is the primary objective of BPM? Underline is to improve products. The primary objective of BPM is to improve products and services through structured approach. Through a structured approach. Structured means a pattern, right? Through a structured approach to performance improvement that centers on a systematic design and management of a company's business process. Let us understand some of the key BPM principles. Guys, first and foremost, let me tell you what are the principles and practices here. So, as we discuss this concept of business process management, process means what? A sequence of steps. So we are going to now discuss two concepts called principles and practices. I want everybody to concentrate here for some time as we discuss this. Then we can go and you yourself can go and read and understand. There's nothing serious about it, right? Chalo, everybody focus first. We will understand what these are. What are BPM's principles and how to implement BPM and what are the practices. We will see that and then we can go and read it. First and foremost thing, guys, for a minute let's go out of the subject and figure out the definition that we know from one another subject. What is the definition of an asset? You studied AS 10 on fixed assets. I mean basically on assets, right? So what is the definition of an asset? Anything, very good. What is that word? A revenue generating capability. Anything that has revenue generating capability is called a, correct or not? So guys, anything, asset means what? Anything that has a revenue generating capability, correct? Anything that has revenue generating. If we design very good processes, we should design processes in such a way that, how should we design the process? We should design the processes in such a way that those processes become our assets. If you are following the concepts of business process management, those processes should be designed in such a way that those processes become our assets. So first and foremost BPM principle is that processes are your assets. Processes are our assets. That means you should design the process in such a way that it has to be the best. It has to have the ability to generate revenues for us. These are BPM's principles. First principle. Then principle number 2. Guys, tell me one thing. Once if you develop a process, why do you have to develop a process? Just before I erase the content here, I wrote something from start to end. What is the start called? Origin. End point was? Stakeholder satisfaction. Correct or not? So should I do anything, if I do anything in this activity, what is the ultimate objective? Stakeholder satisfaction. Should I satisfy the stakeholder or the customer once or should I continuously do that? I have to deliver him the same satisfaction every time, and not just delivering the satisfaction every time, I have to also do it repeatedly. Right? So the second most principle after creating processes is continuously deliver value. What are you supposed to do? Continuously deliver value to customers. That too, the delivering of value should be what? Consistent. So two things, consistent delivery of value and continuously delivering that. You should do both. You should not deliver it once and leave it. Then the third most important principle is, once you set up process, will they be subject to change at a later point in time or they ever for lifetime? They are subject to change, right? How and when or something that the environment will dictate us to do, right? But should we change or not? It's a very important thing that you need to understand. At that time when you need change, you have to bring it. Otherwise your competitors will bring it and then you will lag behind. Right? Then there's a third most important principle is continuous improvement in processes. Processes are your assets. Consistent delivery of value to customers. Continuous improvement in the processes are the three solid principles that they have to straight get into your head, and that is exactly how principle management concept will be followed. Then can we do all of this without the use of IT? I am going back to my old question. I asked you this in the previous class also. Can we run the whole show without using information technology? For years together, for centuries together, we run the show like that only. Then what are we doing now? Speed, accuracy, timeliness. There are so many more requirements. That is one of the reasons why we require IT. But guys, is IT a helping aspect or IT is compulsory? It's only an enabler to do things better. Yes or no? Do you feel it needed in current generation? Yes, very much. So therefore, please remember the fourth and the most important BPM principle is, which I don't want you to do a mistake anywhere, is IT is an efficient enabler. Guys, please don't be under the wrong impression that IT is compulsory. IT is only a essential enabler. Understood? After the topic is done, then you have 4 BPM principles in the box. Now I want everybody to come to that box. Come to that box. On page number 6, 4 BPM principles are there. I want you to underline all 4 of these points that we wrote here. Processor assets. What is the first point? Processor asset. Then consistent delivery of value to customers, underline value to customers. 3, continuous improvement in process. And 4, IT is an essential enabler. Nobody told us IT is compulsory. IT is only a essential enabler. Did everybody follow this particular point right now? Very good. Clear everybody? How to bring in BPM to life? I am now going to teach you how to bring BPM to life. Some practices that you should put in to get BPM to life. Sir, I want to follow processes in my organization. Very good. Who should take this initiative, guys? Management only. Which level of management? Top management. Who should do this process? Guys, 3 levels are there in the organization which you know. Strategic level, who takes decision. Managerial level, who will understand those decisions. And operational level, who will work on those decisions. We know these 3 levels. That's not rocket science. But what's more important is who will do what. Guys, first of all, I want to implement a concept called business process management in an organization. From the insight that you know in the previous class, what are the 2 types of organization that exist? One is a functional organization, another process oriented organization. Correct or not? What is a functional organization, guys? A functional organization is somebody who doesn't follow, they work in the form of departments. Very good. So guys, in my process, what is my step number 1? Is to start a functional company or a process oriented company? Very good. Step number 1 to follow BPM is to create process oriented organization. First you create a process oriented organization, then we can think about using process. Step number 2, guys, for every process, do you think somebody is needed to head the process and do something with it? Right? We have to appoint process owners. Every process should be handled by somebody. Somebody should be responsible for handling every process. So appoint process owners. Is there a process oriented organization? Is somebody taking responsibility for the process? Now, this entire activity should be implemented by whom? Which level of organization? Top level, that is strategic level, should take interest in doing this or not? Strategic level should take interest in implementation of these processes. Guys, are you following what I am saying? Who should take the initiative to implement these processes? Very good. Who should follow these processes? The bottom lines of the organization, correct or not? Guys, implementation is a top-down approach or a bottom-up approach? Implementation is always a top-down approach because it is implemented at the top level followed by the other levels. But execution is a bottom-up approach or a top-down approach? Execution is always a bottom-up approach. I will execute whatever comes at the bottom level, that will be given to the other 2 levels. So step number 4 is execution should be done as bottom-up approach. These are the first 4 points, guys. What is to be done and who should do it? Come on everybody, tell me what are the 4 practices. They are the first ones. First you should create a process oriented organization. Guys, this is all a story. Just remember the story. You don't have to by heart all the 9 points. I will tell you how those 9 points will come. These 4 points, did you understand? Right? So like that only, these 9 points also you will understand. It's just a small story, you just have to understand. Guys, you are following a functional pattern. Can we discuss this concept in that? No, because they are all working in our departments. So our discussion should start means, what should be the company? Create a process oriented company. For every process you should have? Who should do all this? Senior management. And who will execute all this? A bottom up approach will have. Are you clear? This is about what to do and who to. Can we use IT to do all of this? Guys, Can we or can we not? It's a choice. We can. There's nobody told we should. Right? So point number 5 in implementing BPM is IT can be used. IT can be used. Nobody told you it is compulsory. IT can be used. IT is an essential enabler. Information technology can be used in this practice. Then very good. Then point number 6, 7, 8 are about those people who do this. Point number 6, 7, 8 are about those people who do this. Who are those? Employees. Guys, tell me one thing. Should we arrange employees in form of groups or not? Yeah? Otherwise, it will again be like a function. What is the difference between a functional organization and functional organization work in the form of department? Process-oriented organization work in the form of teams. So should you make sure that one department is coordinating with the other or not? Guys, are you understanding? So first and foremost thing that you need to do is make sure that all the employees work collaboratively. Means what? Work collaboratively across the organization. Work collaboratively across organization. Cross-functional department. Finance team should help marketing team should help production team should help HR team. So HR team will help all the others. Right? Finance, marketing, HR, production, inventory management. All these are the 5 functions of a business I told you. Right? Cross functionality should be there first of all in the organization. Right? Then guys, is the process going to remain the same throughout its life? Will the process change or not? So should you also keep changing the way how the employees react to the process? Should we train them continuously, or once you should give the training initially and stop that? Train continuously. Train employees continuously. Guys, are you following? First, implement a process-oriented organization, first 4 steps. If you want to use IT, use IT. If you don't want to use, don't use. Then bring in employees. Make them to work collaboratively. Make them to work collaboratively. Train them properly. Guys, if you have to motivate the employees, what should you do? Bonus, rewards. But don't give them bonus and reward just like that. Align it with their performance. Do good job, take bonus. Put something like that. Are you understanding? So step number 8, which is about employees again, is align rewards to performance. If they perform well, give them rewards. If they are not performing well, don't give them anything. Are you understanding? Very good. These 3 points are about employees. Guys, tell me one thing. Can all these be done? Changing process, bringing up something, success of the process. Can all this happen in a very short time? Or will all this take slow, incremental, step by step time? Yeah? So will all this go incremental, step by step? Yes or no? Very good. Your feeling about going incremental is absolutely right. But also remember, this can all happen overnight also. A process can be highly successful overnight. Sometimes a process to establish will take stepping stones. You can use both the methods. If somebody asks me, sir, you want a sudden radical change or you want a step-by-step change? Depending on the situation, I will prefer. If I am a well-established company, I will go for step-by-step because I have time and patience, nobody is affecting. I am in the very start of my life cycle. I might want some quantum growth. That time I want expecting a radical change. I am in the end of my life cycle. Company is dying. If I don't do something dramatic, things won't work because the company is already dying. What will you do step by step now? Step by step you have to climb and find stairs to the heaven. That's all. Nothing else. Time is over already. So in the start and end of the life cycle of the company, you can't wait for incremental step by step. You need to bring something radical. You see how companies when they come into the market are aggressive? Because they have to be that aggressive. Otherwise they won't be able to capture market. At the same time, when a company is well established, they won't do funny things to lose their market. So they will establish slowly. Incremental growth is. Companies in the end of the life cycle almost dying. That time again they have to do something dramatic to come back in the market. Maybe new packing, new advertisement, doing something dramatic. Do something to achieve. Otherwise it's a stairway to heaven. Straight away you can climb. Because time is over. Understood? So guys, which change do you prefer? Incremental or radical? Don't give your personal opinions. What will you prefer? we have to prefer both. So there are two options, we'll go for both. The ninth one, whenever you are going for a business process management, either you can bring it step by step, which is incremental, or you can also go for radical. Did you understand the story, guys? First 4 points are about implementing and creating a process oriented organization. Want to take help of IT, take help, otherwise don't. 3 points about employees. Last point is the approach. Either you can go with an incremental approach or a radical approach. Come on, underline all the 9 points. Read up the second box where BPM practices are there. Come on, I want everybody to focus on this concept called BPM practices. So everybody please go through principles and practices. This is one of the very important questions from this chapter. BPM principles and practices. Strive for creating a process oriented organization, appointing process owners, senior management coming to commit the activity, execution should be done as a bottom up approach, putting in place information technology systems to monitor, control, analyze and improve the process. If you want to use IT, use IT. If you don't want, don't do it. Work collaboratively, continuously train your employees, align bonuses and rewards with their performance. And lastly, it's a choice for you to utilize both incremental as well as radical changing concepts. Are you all clear with all the principles? 4 principles, what are those? Once again everybody. Processes are your assets. Consistent delivery of value to customers. Continuous improvement in process. And IT is only a essential enabler. It is not compulsory. How to implement BPM? What to do, we saw principles and practices. How to implement BPM is a very important concept. The whole lot of subtopics are there in that concept. We will discuss that. Before we do that, there is a small concept on BPM life cycle. Now I want everybody to concentrate on the 5 stages in the life cycle, right? Where we are talking about analyzing to implementation. How does BPM come to life? Guys, 5 stages are there. First one is what? An analysis stage. Always you need to analyze the various factors. After you analyze various factors in your organization, you will go for a design. Based on what you analyze around you, you will go for a design. So BPM first starts with what phase? Analysis phase. Analysis. Then you are going about design. So right, after you understood what are the things that are required for you and you created a design, what is the next step that you need to do? Guys, you designed. Is the design ready with you? How long will you keep it on paper and stare at it? Right, you have to put it into action. What is that called as? Implementing. Implement. Now implement means just to put it into action. But should you see whether it is working as per what you want or not? If it is not working as per what you want, you have to correct it. Right? Step number 4 is called what? Run. Run means what? Put it into action. Implementation is putting into action. Run is to make sure that it is in action. Run and monitor go hand in hand. What is monitor, guys? Checking, having a watchful eye on that. Then what is the last stage, guys? Optimize means what? To make the best use. Did we see this term optimize in strategic management? Effective and efficient utilization of resources called optimization. Like that, they are also asking you to use the best way. Optimize, make this process the best. Guys, you can't change the order. There are very few questions in our book where we have to keep the order as it is, both in IT and strategic management. This is one of those cases. You can't write optimize first. You have to go with the 5 steps. Practices, no, you want to change, you can change because 9 are practices. You want to interchange the order, you can. Principles are there. Write all the 4 principles in any order, but you have to write. But this is stage. What is this called as? BPM life cycle. Guys, a very important concept. Till now it's not been asked. They can always ask you this, right? So BPM life cycle is a very important short answer question that I'm probably expecting, that can come out in your attempt. Recent changes to suggest that this can come. What are the 5 stages, guys? Analysis phase, design phase, implementation phase, run and monitor, optimize this to put it to the best of the use. Come on, see there. Analysis phase. What will we do in the analysis phase? This involves analysis of current environment. This involves what? Analysis of the current environment and current process, identification of needs and definition of requirements. Now you understood what is there around you. Based on your understanding, should you put a process into paper or not? We are not implementing, we are just writing it on paper. What is it called? Design. This involves, underline, evaluation of potential solutions. Sir, what can be done? Evaluate some potential solutions to meet the identified needs, business process design and business process modeling. Implementation means what? Putting the project to live, underline, going live. This involves project preparation, blueprinting, realization, final preparation and going live. And of course support is a very important aspect as well. Then talk about run and monitor. What is run and monitor? This involves process execution or deployment and business process monitoring. Underline execution and monitoring. Execution is putting it into work and making it work continuously, and monitoring is having a watchful eye on it. Optimize means what? To make it better and better and better as you do the process. Iterate, underline the word iterate and write down below that. Repeat, iterate is to repeat. Repetitive, iterative means repetitive. Iterate means do it again and again for continuous improvement so that you can achieve the best process. So did you understand the concepts relating to BPM and its principles, guys? So in this segment, what are the topics that we discussed? What is BPM? The definition of the 9-point definition of what BPM is all about, right? And then we also discussed about the 4 principles, the 9 practices, and of course the 5-point BPM life cycle. How to put BPM to implementation will be the next topic that we discuss, before which I want you to run through all the 4 principles, 9 practices, and of course the 9 steps in BPM and also the 5 stages. Please go through all of it once again.